Welcome back, my friends, to Let's Play Hand of Fate. I'm Nye.
You have what it takes to defeat the rats.
And now we must defeat the rats. We begin with the Jack of Plague. Here is a beast who hates your kind and has grown fat and evil with that hatred. The Jack of Plague will kill you and suck the marrow from your bones. Sounds like a nice guy.
Ah, the rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity and now squat amongst your cities and feast and shriek and hunt and writhe.
I think there were a couple too many ands there. Let's go build our deck. Okay, so we're going to add the huge hammer. We'll add the Armor of Cold, Fool's Gold, Fleet Cuffs, Time Heals, Healer's Ring, and we will get rid of the Axe. And probably the Chains of Rage. I don't like it that much. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at our encounter deck. Let's go ahead and add Charity, Desert Storm, Local Peasant, Sleep in the Forest, and Field of Poppies. Everything that we haven't done so far. Okay, so we still got some stuff going on. There's still some stuff that has not been unlocked yet. Notice the Maid and Twisted Canyon, they're both locked. I can't get rid of them right now. Hopefully we'll see them soon. I think there are ways that you get to see how to unlock these things.
Some cards are locked and cannot be removed from your deck.
You have to defeat this one to unlock that one.
Locked cards cannot
defeat
be
the King of
removed
Dust for that
until you
one.
have fulfilled
King
their
of Dust for that one.
conditions.
King of Dust. King of Dust. Gotta get those conditions fulfilled. So the Jack of Plague also gives us a challenge, 3 Ratman Hunting, you'll learn to hate that card, and 3 Angry Mobs. And his curse is twice the fail. The player loses 5 gold for every fail and 10 gold for every huge failure chance card. So you lose some money pretty fast with him.
Our Lord of Plague does like to rub your nose in misfortune.
I really love that comment. That's the twice the fail card is what he's talking about. There's 4 shops this time, hinting at a potential 4 floors. Notice the room is a lot brighter now than it was in previous episodes. You can actually see what we're playing in. It's not a darkened tent, it's actually a building. So now we start with Cursed Luck. The difficulty of picking a successful chance card is increased.
Let us see how you progress with that millstone around your neck. Of course, you can remove your curses at shops if you can find them. Still, I'm keen to see how you handle your disadvantages.
It's a lot of money to remove curses in most cases. Helpful Priest.
It amuses me to watch them theorize, to attempt to discern the very likeness of the gods down to their toes.
That is normal success. That's fine. Huge success would have been giving me 2 blessings, but a normal success will give me 1. We do lose 7 food for that, but
a little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
Whenever the player is struck by a ranged attack, there's a chance the attacker will be stunned for 3 seconds. One of the worse blessings, in my opinion. Ace of Traps. So I always consider it to be a good idea to go and give money, or give food to the helpful priest. Just blessings are powerful enough to be worth it. We have a new maze, and this one is actually a much tougher one. We're going to see if I can do it. This one's more of a timing-based maze. Nope, I'm doing it wrong. So we've already taken a fair amount of damage here. Let's see if I can get it right now. No, I'm just taking tons of damage. Don't want to take that damage. Oh, you stop that. Okay. We don't want to take any more damage than we have to, and I'm already doing badly here. Oh, that's a trap. Just go around the outside here. I do not want to die on these traps. Okay. So taking lots of damage. Taking 44 damage is really bad, but we'll be able to get it back. Draw 3, select 1 to keep.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Angel's Wing makes me go faster, but so does Fleet Cuffs, and we don't have a lot of hand items in the deck. So we're going to take Fleet Cuffs. We're going to earn 15 gold. And we're going to get another equipment, which will be the Helm of Reflection. Upon reflecting a projectile,
Defense, but a valuable one nonetheless.
we create a small force explosion. This is why I wanted to wait. Okay, that's Hitch a Ride. I'm not really ready to leave yet.
Along a muddy road.
I want to see what's over here first. Twisted Canyon. Let's see if we can get ourselves a new weapon. Again, remember, these are a lot faster now, so this is not exactly the easy thing it once was. Still not all that hard yet, but not necessarily easy. We'll get our first weapon unlocked, the Frost Fang, which is good.
Is that what you're going to do?
We're running a little bit low on food, but I'm content that we'll get it back eventually.
Each of these cards is crafted from your memories and built from your experience. I created them, but only in the abstract. It is the importance you place on them that makes them real.
A little more background about what's going on here. Traveling jeweler, we don't have enough money to really bother, but I'm going to go in specifically to get some gold. Or, not gold, but spend some gold, get some food. Food comes in a variety of packages. You can get up to 10 food at once. Unfortunately, this is not the best bang for our buck when it comes to it. You want to buy the most you can, as much as possible in one go, because it's the better exchange rate. But unfortunately, we didn't have enough money to really make that happen. There's the maiden.
You might think the world of the cards.
And now we
is
can be
grim.
blessed.
Yet, even in the darkness, there is light to be found.
So now we can start getting free blessings from the maiden. By whatever strength my people yet hold, may you be protected on your journey. With the wrath of the old gods. This is one of the better blessings. At the beginning of every battle, the old gods throw down thunder upon one of your enemies. It's an instant kill upon one enemy. Many enchanted weapons have powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle, but only if their wielder remembers to use them. Yeah, I never do that. Goblins again.
Goblins. I do love goblins. Truly, I haven't seen their like in years. Excellent.
So, unfortunately, we now have to deal with the goblins and the dust. This is a chance encounter that can happen whenever you fight goblin cards, that they can have somebody join them. You'll notice that we had the Wrath of the Old Gods effect happen. There are traps on this map. I want to get rid of this guy quickly because he has my shield. You notice that I'm fast as hell as the fleet cuffs. There are also traps on this map. Get rid of the goblins first so we can get as much as we can. I cannot block right now because even though I did get my shield back, I don't actually have it equipped. I'm going to take some damage for no reason there. Come back this way, guys. Yeah, but it's actually the shield itself that gives me the ability to counter, not Frost Fang, so I can't counter while it's off. Took some more damage. It's cool. We're not in any danger right now. We're more in danger of starvation than we are in danger of dying in combat.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
So starvation can be a really bad thing
Now
if you take
begin
a
to
step with no
trespass on
food.
the Ratman's hunting grounds.
If you take a step with no food, you end up taking 10 damage, which is twice the amount that you gain in health for, you know, eating food.
And plagued by nature, the rats leave behind a deadly toxin.
So that's the game giving me the hint that Ratmen, when they die, leave behind a cloud of toxin that will damage you over time for a little while. So what we want to do is we want to find out where that other Ratman archer was. Is he dead? Must be dead. So these Ratmen also have unblockable attacks they can use. Not too bad, though, in terms of combat. Ratmen tend to be fairly weak, at least for now, because they haven't gotten any of their upgrades yet. Taking some damage off of poison right now, so I do want to end the combat as fast as humanly possible. So Ratman Hunting has an unfortunate side effect of not being a very good card to encounter because generally it doesn't give you anything. You sigh as you search the bodies, finding nothing. If only there were another way to stop this plague of Ratmen. Pay someone to take care of it, perhaps. Field of poppies.
I have always felt a kinship to the puppy. Together we help you forget, and also recall.
You wander among a field of poppies. Too late, you realize that the poppies are making you sleepy, which changes the layout. Call for the priest.
Your provisions are running low. Can you press on?
So, Call for the Priest tends to be a really good card, and the reason why is that is not only a shop that has most of the normal stuff available to it, but also you can just buy blessings. Unfortunately, we don't really have enough money to make that happen. Go ahead and sell our axe. I'm going to also sell my bandana. What can we buy? See, he has a lot of food, so that's going to help. We're going to keep exploring. I definitely want to full clear floors, mostly so we can get tokens, get some of the cooler stuff unlocked. There's Ratman Hunting again. It's the same one, unfortunately.
So easily. Prepare yourself.
So there's up to 2 more in the deck. We're going to end up having to fight this 4 times. Well, potentially, at least. The Wrath of the Old Gods proccing. And there we go. Quick combat, thankfully. I don't want to have to deal with rats for too long. The poison damage can just stack up, and in small arenas, having areas that you can't go into because of poison is just terrible. We at least gain a little bit of food off of this one, which is uncommon, but it does happen. Angry mob. Crap.
So quick to anger. That's what makes them a mob, really.
As you approach the small town of Witchburn, an angry mob of peasants marches forth and confronts you. The Ratmen have eaten all of our food. We're starving. We demand food. So I can give them half, give them nothing, or try to avoid them. We're just going to give them half. You offer to share half your food with the peasants. They gather around to see your offering. This isn't even enough to feed the children, someone cries. A fight breaks out amongst the peasants, and you leave the scene. If you try to do anything else, there's a significant chance that they'll try to hurt you. Sleep in the forest.
Spirits roaming the darkness. With the struggles, the boundaries are weaker than they've ever been.
You just get a lot of background information of the world without ever seeing the world. I love it. While sleeping in the forest, you are jolted awake by a voice calling your name. You see a vaguely human-shaped ghost rushing towards you. You are quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The ghost stops abruptly, hand signaling that it means no harm. Its voice is weak and distant. You forget me already? Has this place already corrupted you so? Let's lower our weapon. I should not be here. I fear his servants already know where I am. For a brief moment, the ghost's pale eyes feel achingly familiar. Please come home soon. You blink and the ghost is gone. At your feet is a bag of food. The dealer draws you 1 food gain card, and the card's token is now ours. You gain 5 food.
Your prize.
First token of the session. We're gonna go up. So that's Hitch a Ride. I don't want to go there yet, as usual.
Fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do
Deadman
not seem
Scourge,
to
okay.
have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
Unfortunately, there is some repeated commentary from the dealer. I think it's inevitable in a game like this. So luckily, this should not be a thing at all. We attack so quickly, and with Wrath of the Old Gods, it's just shield to the face. I do enjoy the time stops as we get the kill, but you can still see my like loincloth rattling in the wind. 3 more food. And equipment. Fool's Gold. On every weapon ability usage.
Gold, and the bandits will forget themselves.
All bandits are stunned for 3 seconds. Every bandit killed nets the player 2 gold. We're going to go ahead and equip that. And with 3 more food. So we're pretty okay in food, I think. Let's go ahead and see what this is. More Ratman Hunting.
Once loosed upon the lands, the rats will find you, no matter where you go to ground.
So unfortunately, we don't really gain much abilities here because we're facing rats, not bandits. Thankfully. Doesn't really much matter. Nope. Where are you? Where are you? Come here. You don't get to do that. Do not freaking shoot projectiles at me. I don't like it. We are really powerful. Just complete badasses, really. I wasn't really expecting to get food, so actually getting some is a treat. So by actually taking a chance to look around, we gained more food than we lost.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
Okay.
Hush. Can you hear the way his claws scratch the tiles?
Meaning this is the last floor of the dungeon. Charity.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
You encounter a priest wandering along the road. He begs for food to feed the orphans. The gods show favor to those who help the less fortunate. We'll give food to the priest, we'll give him 5 food. The way charity works is it's going to ask you for a specific amount of food, and it's going to give you some options. The more you give, the higher the chances that you successfully win charity. It starts asking for a lot of food eventually. So if you give the lowest amount, you have a 1 in 4 chance of winning. Second lowest, 50% chance. Third lowest, 75% chance of winning, so on and so forth. When you win, you get a gain card, and then a token. So we gain a free blessing. I think it's always a blessing. We get arcane knowledge.
Many of these blessings are too good for the likes of you.
Whenever we use an artifact, there's a 30% chance of immediate relief, reducing its cooldown time by 80%. I don't think it counts for our weapon.
This tale begins, and then proceeds relentlessly. With each step, you will discover a new card and a deeper mystery.
So what he's talking about, it's a quest chain that continues. Desert Storm.
Nature is the greatest threat, even with the queen now dispatched. Be swift.
You are traveling through a desert when a dust storm approaches. You may be able to reach the safety of some nearby hills before the storm hits you. We're going to stay where we are. Fast. Failure. The dust storm rages for hours. You spend much time afterwards recovering your gear, but fear some of it may be missing. So we lost our sword and something else. Let's go over here. The Crucible.
A crucible to heat and purify the flawed metal. You, in this case.
The town of Stiegel sits upon the only safe crossing of the River Ernst. However, the only adventurers allowed to cross are those who pass through the Crucible. In the Crucible, you'll fight monsters for the entertainment of the townspeople of Stiegel. What will you do? Oh, we're going to enter the Crucible. We could try to swim across, but we gain better rewards by doing this. We're going to go ahead and fight the Two of Dust, because that's who's offered. And we're going to see what equipment I'm actually left with, because I didn't have a chance to actually look. Looks like light armor, fleet cuffs are still here, still have our shield, and we're using a rusty axe. So the axe is basically the big thing. We have little to no damage at the moment, unfortunately, but we at least attack very fast, and the Wrath of the Old Gods is still on our side. So we're not going to kill anywhere near as fast as we were earlier, unfortunately, but we're still going to be able to move pretty quick, and by being able to do that, I think we'll be fine. You survived that round, now do it again. The crowd awaits your decision, we must do it again. I'll go ahead and fight the Two of Dust here. Nothing wrong with the Two of Skulls, I'm not too worried about fighting them, however... Two of Dust is just plain easier. Especially when one of these guys gets killed with the Old Gods, there. And notice that because it's the last guy, I can just keep on comboing him, and generally the game just can't stop me. Can't help but notice there's no one in the crowd. I have all my gold riding on this one. A random voice yells, "Don't let me down." The crowd cheers your name as you are led to the final arena. Oh dear. So this time we don't get a choice. We have to fight as many as we can. It's kind of a small arena here. So these guys, remember, they do have ranged attacks now. It's kind of a toss-up on who I want to kill first. Just block the ranged attacks. I appreciate if you guys stop that. that there. We're just having to counter everything because we can't really do much without it. It is possible to kill using blocking range attacks. It's not as bad as it used to be. In beta, ranged attacks, when you blocked them, just did no damage. Like, it was 1 damage per attack. Thankfully, it's different now. And the skeleton falls apart. Don't ask me how you kill a skeleton. I don't know. After surviving the Crucible, you've paraded through to the town and allowed to continue upon your adventure. A few random peasants throw a coin saying, "You've made me rich, warrior." We gain 4 gain cards, and the card's token is now ours. Not a lot of gold this time.
Here is your token. Well done.
So we're going to go ahead and go left to the Traveling Healer. This makes things a little bit faster, because I was going to have to go to that Traveling Tinker anyways. So let's see what we can get here.
To buy more food. You must be relieved.
I really don't care, to be honest with you. That should be enough for the rest of this map.
Food is crucial for healing. If you travel without food, your strength will not be restored between encounters.
In fact, you'll take damage.
Starve. It seems you'll learn that soon enough, though.
Mage showers.
The very apotheosis of intellect. Magicians. I cannot fault your choice, though I wonder how you will fare against such tactics.
You approach a tall spire that shines with magical energy. Enter the tower. As soon as your hand touches the cold iron doors, the mages are alerted to your presence. Unfortunately, mages are a pain in the ass. Not as bad as they used to be, though. Now, keep in mind, I know it says 2, but there is actually going to be 3 because 1 is part of the card. So mages are kind of annoying. They have projectile attacks that I'm sure one of these will use immediately. There we go. They also have an attack that I call the lines, which you should see this other guy use pretty quickly as I'm over here dealing with this mage. Yep, there he goes. You can hear it. If I step over one of those lines, I take a fairly large amount of damage, so we don't want to do that. He's going to shoot some balls at me. Shoot that back at him. You have to shield bash a mage before you can attack it, and this can be kind of a problem depending on what's available on the map, because you could shield bash to break their guard, and then lose the ability to attack because you have to deal with something else. And you kind of have to combo them to deal damage. You've made an enemy of the Mages Guild. The card's token is now yours. So now mages can show up as regular enemies. Ratman Hunting, again.
The Jack of Rats shows his true nature.
It's fine. We're not having any trouble here. This map now has traps. You can see them to the left and right. I have no idea how that guy just hit me. It's cool. Oh, that hurts. Kind of. A little bit, sort of, not really. There we go. I think I took more damage off the trap than I did off that rat who hit me. Which, I guess, is the way of things. And we gained nothing out of that one. Let's go down. Dead King's Hall.
Crypt rubbing. I'm not sure the dead fighting back makes this any more dignified.
You'll notice that we actually do have the Jack of Skulls there. So, face cards, once you defeat them, can and typically do come back. They'll show up again, and they'll come and fight you and try to do things to you. I'll let these guys just take damage from the traps before they reach me. The only thing I don't like about this plan is that there are some musket men back there, and I want to dodge that. I didn't. Really gotta get rid of this Jack, because he's gonna be reviving people, and I can't do anything about it. Let's dodge that. Okay, this is possibly gonna create an issue for me to actually win now. Not necessarily the biggest thing, but we don't want to lose we don't want to lose health dealing with the Jack. Stop that. Okay, the Jack's probably dead. Remember, skeletons can revive themselves, but yeah, there we go. I think if you win fast enough, the skeleton never gets a chance to revive. I think that's how that works. Gain some gain cards, get some equipment. Yes, huge hammer. Lots of damage as you string together consecutive...
Form follows function, and vice versa. In this case, it's called a huge hammer. You take a guess.
You do greatly increase damage as you gather together consecutive attacks, and left bumper to unleash a force explosion. We will definitely be taking that. Massively increases my damage, and we gain a bunch of bonuses. The big thing is the food. This is probably going to be the end, though. Yep. Faster and stronger than normal Ratmen.
Plague, and pestilence, and blood, and teeth.
This beast inspires all vermin around him to strike faster the more damage he sustains. So basically, kill his friends, then him.
On their foolishness.
Not too bad, though, and that pickup of the hammer a little bit earlier is really the big focus here. That hammer's going to be good. Here comes the Jack. They all laugh. I don't know why they laugh. Now, before you ask, no, Wrath of the Old God cannot actually kill a face card, as far as I'm aware. Block that. Let's see if we can kill this guy. The Jack is in my face. That one's dead. Okay. Where are you? Get away from the traps. I believe those bushes are trapped. That guy's dead. We're being poisoned at the moment. Hey, stop that. And the Jack should go down momentarily. Yep. Gotta take care of him last. And here comes our card.
The queens and kings of the rat kind have lost a child here today.
Were the other rats I killed not children? Do they not count?
For slaughter, your reward.
Whatever. For showing the ghost you are merciful, you receive a sleep at the inn. For donating food for the orphans, you receive gain 5 food, the Ring of Poverty, and Charity 2. For surviving a desert storm, you receive Lost in the Desert. For surviving the arenas in the town of Stiegel, you receive Draw 2, select 1 to keep, the Noble Trader, A Wife's Fury, and Loan. For defeating the Mages of the Tower, you receive these cards. Gain 20 gold, Mage Gloves, Mage Mask, Battle at Brooktop, and The Apprentice. As reward for defeating the Ratman Jack, we receive these cards. The Berserker Armor, the Scorching Zeal, Culling the Ratmen, the King of Dust, Devil's Carnival, and Ember Town Hero. And for defeating the Ratman Jack, we also get Ratman Hunting, and Ratman Hunting. Locked.
Come, play. I do not want to just sit here. Look at the cards you have earned. Now we have enough to begin a real game.
Well, folks, if you enjoyed watching me exterminate a couple of rats, do hit the like button so that I know I should continue doing so, even though it is Bandits next time. And if you want to see me do to the King of Dust what I just did to the Jack of Plague, hit subscribe and you'll be alerted when the next episode goes up. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.